Hey guys, welcome back to Contest Prep University. I'm Joe Klemczewski with Adam Atkinson. We're in episode 4 of Maximizing Your Metabolism. And Adam, as promised at the end of the last episode, let's turn toward total daily energy expenditure. So kind of coming back a little bit to the first 2 episodes, but we left off talking about how a lot of people are chasing these numbers. They want to eat the most possible. They think that's going to help them. They think they have to have a certain amount of calories to stay anabolic, or at least to ward off metabolic adaptation. So again, it's not the number, it's your genetic potential. And when you look at total daily energy expenditure, this is what really can waver. So let's go through some of the things, Adam, that can affect total daily energy expenditure. What may make my body today burn 2,500 calories and tomorrow 1,800 and the next day 3,500?
Yeah, exercise for sure. And just your day-to-day activity. I have a really interesting case, a lady who delivers mail. So she walks all day long. And she's relatively lean all year long because of that. And a lot of people look at, activity and the calories you're putting in, and if you put calories here and then you put cardio here, that it's like an absolute zero. But there's also some other things that happen. You can get some added insulin sensitivity, keeping those tissues really insulin sensitive. This is actually something I like to do when I move clients upward in the off season, is maybe actually keep them a little more active if time allows, so they can move upward quicker with food. So we can't just think in terms of calories. We have to think of all the metabolic processes behind that and just the benefits and nutrient partitioning with that as well. So she can, in general, eat a whole lot more food than some of my other clients, but she's also not sitting in an office all day like some of my others as well.
And, in episodes coming up in the series, we're going to talk about non-exercise adaptive thermogenesis or activity thermogenesis and things like that. So for this one, I want to really focus on what you said earlier about objectivity and really getting to know your body, especially with those different contexts, because I know, for example, if I'm going to be on a plane for 6 or 8 hours, or maybe, sitting in airports for a total of 12 hours in a day, that's far different than being in my office at a standing computer station, running around, pacing around, doing circles when I'm on the phone. Totally different vibe in terms of what my body energy demands are, but also the dietary habits. I just talked to a client who said, gosh, I did have kind of a different weekend. I traveled and this, and here's what my weight has done. I wonder if just having different foods, different schedule, etc., has anything to do with that. And it's like, yeah, obviously all those things have a lot to do with it. So,
Yeah.
So being accurate, not only with your food intake, but maybe on whatever way you're charting, you're noting the context, traveling, not traveling, weekend, whatever. And you can start to pick up some of those trends and understand your context-specific metabolism a little bit more.
Yeah, food quality can change when people travel too, and it's kind of always a battle on if that measure's accurate or not. You could eat less, you could eat more. Sodium values could change. I see that a lot. A lot of people think the food they ate out, it was just the sodium, but it's actually the fats just typically aren't accurate in that meal as much as people would like to believe.
Mm-hmm. And one last thing that really goes into total daily energy expenditure, you mentioned the phrase, hey, when I was younger, this is how I could eat. I would say even just body size is probably one of the biggest shifts. So I'm around 180 pounds right now, and my daily intake is around 2,500 calories. That's what maintains me. If I was 160 pounds, I would probably only be able to eat about 2,200 calories. And I have 25 years of charting to show that. And so, it's another thing to understand is where you are can, weight-wise can impact how much lean body mass you have and just how many calories it takes your body to do normal daily functions because of your weight.
Yeah, absolutely. And all those things down-regulate as you get lighter.
Absolutely. All right, guys, again, stay tuned. We're going to go into other forms of metabolism, other aspects that you can directly control. So stay tuned.